Howdy everyone, I hope you're having an amazing day. I'm going to show you my favorite loot run on reserve as a scav. This loot run is based completely off duffel bags, and it'll make you between 1 million to 3 million a raid. If you get lucky, you can get LEDXs, graphics cards, and stuff like that for your Bitcoin farm, or for just your found and raid LEDX quest, or you can just sell them straight to the flea market. If you do it as a PMC, it is more risky. If you do it as a scav, it's more safe, and it's a pretty safe loot run as it is, because you're just hitting duffel bags. You're not hitting the main loot that everyone goes for, like the intels and the safes and all the tech drop down building. None of that. You're not hitting none of that. You're hitting just duffel bags. So I took the liberty of putting a map on screen. I'm going to show you guys that if you spawn on the right side, we'll call it pawn side, you do the loot run normally. And if you spawn on the left side, we'll call it train side, you will do the loot run backwards. So either way you spawn, you can always do this loot run because it connects from both sides of the map. It's a very long loot run with a lot of duffel bags and a lot of chances to make lots of money. Most people do not loot the duffel bags on reserve. They go for the intel spawns, the weapons, and the weapon parts. So if you spawn on the right side, you'll do the run normally. If you spawn on the left side, you'll do the run backwards. It's very simple. I will show you in the video how to do it and all the duffel bag spawns. There's a lot of possible duffel bag spawns that I might have missed, and if you know any that I missed, please leave them in the comments. I'd appreciate that so much. This loot run is also very viable at nighttime raids. If you have good post-FX settings and you can see very well in the night and the nighttime doesn't bother you, it's very good. You should do it at nighttime if possible because you won't get sniped from dome. This late and white, people are starting to do shooterborn up at dome, and people are just up there shooting scavs for fun, just for XP. So it's best to do this at nighttime if possible. If not, you can do it during the daytime. It's just more risky, of course. And anyways, let me show you the loot run. So in the video, I spawned over at pawn side. So we are going to instantly go right and run over to the first duffel bag spawn. And it is right in behind this generator right here. Once you're done with this, you're going to head over to the backmost pawn building. On the right is tech drop down building. We are not going to go in this building. It does have very good loot. If you want to risk it, of course, you do you. This I don't normally hit this building because there's always PMCs in there fighting, or there's always player scavs in there that'll kill you for a GPU. So I don't normally go in there. You go in the hole in the side of the building or in the back building, whichever one you prefer. Once you're in here, head down towards the middle. There is a duffel bag that can spawn on this water cartridge thing right here on the ground, and there's one that can spawn on the chair. And then if you go left into the bathroom, they can spawn on these benches in here. They can spawn 2, 3 of them in there on the bench. If you go out front, there's one that spawns to the left in the snow. And then if you go more down, there's one that normally spawns in this cardboard box right here. Once you're done, you want to go back in and head on downstairs to the gym room, the changing room. And there's normally multiple, 3 or 4, that can spawn on these benches down here in the changing room. Once you're done with this, you can head back up. I always go up to second floor and check this green crate in here, because this green crate has a chance to spawn a red rebel, and everybody wants a red rebel. They sell for a lot, and it's always a good thing to check this. You never know if there's a red rebel in here or not, and that's why I check it specifically. If you go on down, there's a grenade case right here on the couch that I always check to look for impacts, because it impacts a kit. If you didn't know, that's a whole kit. You go to extract, you sit there with that impact, and you wait for someone to come by, and you throw that thing, and that's an insta kill every single time. There's a duffel bag that spawns down here on the couch on the second floor that you should always loot too. I normally head back down to first, and there is a technical supply crate out here that you can loot. If you're ballsy enough, you'll probably get shot, maybe not. It just depends on if you're a night raider or not night raid. So in this pawn building, you want to go down to the end. And when you go down to the end, you want to loot these med bags. On both of these metal bed frames in here, med bags can spawn, and they spawn LEDXs. Really good stems, meds, there's all kinds of medical items that sell for a lot. You want to climb out this window. Just jump and crouch. It's a little bit hard to get a hang of it, but you'll get it. You then want to head over to this gazebo, and on the benches to the right, duffel bags can spawn, and in the gazebo, whiskeys, moonshines, and vodkas can spawn on the ground there, and also a duffel bag can spawn in there on the gazebo. There's a dead scav out back right here that sometimes I check if I'm feeling a little risky. I check the dead scav back here. He can spawn really good ammo, and sometimes really good items to sell. Sometimes guns and sometimes armor. Head inside the bathroom. Once you're in here, there's a duffel bag that spawns in here on that table. Or the ironing board, it's not there right now. Go on down to the middle of the room, and normally a duffel bag spawns right here in the middle somewhere. There's not one here currently. It spawns on top of these wooden crates right here. There's one that can spawn next to the right at the window. In this bathroom, they can spawn on the bench right here. They can also spawn on the floors back here if you look. Then you want to head in here and get this duffel bag in the other window. Head on up to second, and there'll be some more duffel bags for you to loot. There's some more that spawn in the floor in here in the bathroom. There's a filing cabinet in there if you're looking for flash drives or anything like that. And then if you go to the center, there's normally some that spawns in here on the wooden crates in the center of the second floor. Go on down until you get to the couch, and there's normally one that spawns on the couch right here. Sometimes it's not there though. Well, to the right of the couch, sorry. It spawns next to the couch. If you're up this room, sometimes they spawn in here, so just double check. I normally don't go no higher than second floor on these pawn buildings. And I go down to the basement now and check the other changing room / gym room, whatever this thing is. And again, on these benches in here, a lot of duffel bags can spawn up to like 4. There's none this time, unfortunately. There's one on the table over here, though, that you can loot. Once you're done, head back up. And now you want to check the switch room. This room can spawn a duffel bag. It normally has a toolbox, but sometimes it has a duffel bag too. Sometimes it's worth checking the toolbox. You never know what you're going to get out of the toolbox. Like that, a corrugated hose worth 100k. Next place I recommend checking is the crawl under area. It is very, very good for loot, but it is very, very risky because if you get under here, someone can slide a nade in on you and you're gone. The left right here at the vent is a gold spawn. It can spawn clocks and all kinds of stuff like that. And then there is a dead scav and a duffel bag right here for you to loot. Once you're done looting, head on out and go straight over to the next building over. And this is, me and my friends call this Tech Garage building. So just head on in here. I'm a little overweight because of that Thor rig. I'll drop it here in a minute. There's a spot right here that spawns Tetrises. And there is an invisible spot that most people do not know about that items spawn in. So if you look right here on top of this, items can actually spawn inside of it. So if I drop a grenade, you'll look and it'll disappear. See how it disappears, but it's still there? Just use your little white dot to see if there's an item there. You can grab it. Just head around back right here into the back towards the gymnasium. And a lot of duffel bags will spawn in here on your left right here by the wood pile and on all these benches in here. Quite a few can spawn. I've had up to like 5 spawn here. Coming to the side room right here on this bench right here, 3 up to 4 can spawn of duffel bags. It's a great spot to check. And then down the hallway here, there is another bench just like it that can spawn up to 4 duffel bags. Sometimes if you get really lucky, all 8 of them will spawn. Condensed milk's always worth 15k to therapists, so you always want to take condensed milk. A rule of thumb for what you want to do for loot is try to do 15k per slot, per square in your inventory, and is a really good way to make money. Up here on this bench, duffel bags can spawn by all these dumbbells and weights. They can spawn in here. And I didn't check it, but there's a little side room right there that can spawn it too. It's a little closet. And then you head into the main garage area. And over here on the right, there's a lot of tech spawns on all these cabinets. So if you want to check them, you can. Spawn GPUs, gas analyzers, Tetrises, stuff like that. Then you want to come over here and go up these stairs. There's normally a duffel bag or 2 up here. One can spawn on the bench, one can spawn on the couch right there, and one can spawn back here in this right corner hidden. Once you're done, you want to head out the back of the school building or the tech garage building, whatever you want to call it. Drop the Thor rig just so I'm not walking everywhere. Once you come out, you'll see a campfire on your left. If you look left, on these green crates here, quite a few duffel bags can spawn. To the left, on the couch, duffel bags can spawn. On this couch right here. Also, on top of these water crates right here, they can spawn. So check these two. You then want to head over to the next building over and crouch down and climb in this window. I normally don't check too much in this building unless I want to loot these hidden rooms on the right. I normally come all the way down here to the end and check this last door that spawns 2 jackets and 3 to 4 duffel bags in this room. It is an amazing spot to check. If you see any jackets along the way, make sure you check them because they can spawn keys, evasion armbands, they can spawn key cards if you're lucky enough. I then normally head out to this green crate on the right, go inside of it, and there's a hidden duffel bag that normally everybody misses. I then want to head over to the train station area and go to Harry Potter, which is this building right here in front of you. It is the guard shack tower, the watchtower, everyone calls it Harry Potter. There's a jacket in here for you to check, and normally to the right, on top of the table, there can be a duffel bag for you to look at. Once you're done with Harry Potter, head out, go over to the train station building. So the right side of the train station is where the majority of the loot is. There is more loot on the left side. I normally just look at the right side. There's a weapon crate right there. There's normally jackets, toolboxes, lots of toolboxes, a lot of tool sets, stuff like that, more weapon crates. And then if you head on up, the main thing I'll always check is the grenade box on the roof and the dead scav. It is kind of risky, so I would be cautious going out here because you get sniped from a PMC over on top of the barracks. Or on top of the mountains right here straight in front of you. So you just climb up outside, run all the way down to the end, and there's a dead scav and a grenade case I'll always loot. In hopes to get an impact, because impacts are priceless. Once you're done looting that, that is generally the end of the loot run. There is many other duffel bags on the map you can check. That's just a specific one. That's just the specific one I always check. The total is on screen of how much I made this raid, and this is normally an average. You normally make $1 million plus. On screen is the average of what I made. I hope you enjoyed the video. I appreciate you so much. Here's all my socials on screen. Please check them out. I've been trying to stream more at 9 p.m. EST, so please come check me out on there. And I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.
I get you a drink. Blame it on the Henny, blame it on the goose. Got you feeling dizzy. Blame it on the alcohol. Blame it on the Yeah, cause I got it like that. Flow so smooth like I got it on tap. Yeah, and I'ma say it be a good night while I'm on my Yingling, while I'm drinking Bud Light. Can you get it when you miss me? Like I'm with whiskey, drinking Jim Beam. Yeah, baby.